As someone involved in Bitcoin education, a question that I frequently get is what is the purpose or the use case for Bitcoin? Well, one of those use cases for Bitcoin is as a monetary good. Well, to understand a monetary good, you need to understand what the 7 characteristics of a monetary good are, and then to compare Bitcoin against gold and fiat currency, 2 other well-known monetary goods. There's an excellent visual reference from a report from fidelitydigitalassets, link in the description below, that shows the 7 characteristics of a monetary good and compares Bitcoin, gold, and fiat currency against those characteristics. Those characteristics are durability, divisibility, fungibility, portability, verifiability, scarcity, and track record. We'll look at each of those characteristics and we'll compare Bitcoin, fiat, and gold against each other. When we look at durability, all 3 have physical durability. Fiat currency, though, has a history of losing its purchasing power over time. If we look at this chart of the US dollar's purchasing power over time, we can see how inflation has eaten away at the US dollar. According to HowMuch.net's website visualization, $100 in 1913 would be less than $4 today. Gold has amazing durability. 1 troy ounce of gold has been said to be enough to purchase a good men's suit, and that has held true from the times of Henry VIII to today. Although today, 1 troy ounce of gold could probably buy you 2 or more suits of good clothes. While Bitcoin's price measured in fiat currencies has had very high volatility, Bitcoin itself has outperformed all traditional asset classes since its inception. If we look at this page from ARK Invest's recent Big Ideas 2023 report, we can see that the 5-year compound annual rates of return for Bitcoin are over 270%. With divisibility, Bitcoin and fiat currencies take the lead. Bitcoin is divisible down to the 8th decimal point. 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin is a Satoshi, the smallest unit of a Bitcoin. Most fiat currencies are divisible down to the 2nd decimal point. 1/100th of a US dollar is 1 penny. Most fiat currencies are divisible to the same degree. Gold can be divided down to small increments, but it's quite expensive and quite labor-intensive to reduce gold into small pieces. Gold bullion is sold in increments as small as 1 gram, but a standard gold bar is 400 troy ounces, which is about 12.4 kilograms. 12.4 kilograms is equal to about 12,400 1-gram bars of gold. One standard 400 troy ounce bar of gold at today's spot price is about $723,000, but the equivalent amount of gold in 1-gram bars would be over $875,000 US dollars at today's price, a premium of over 20% for small increments of gold. Fungibility is the property of a good or commodity whose units are essentially interchangeable with other units of the same good or commodity. If you think of gold, 1 ounce of gold is interchangeable with another ounce of gold. It is fungible. With Bitcoin, 1 Bitcoin is exchangeable and fungible with another Bitcoin. Same applies for smaller increments for Satoshis. With fiat currency, they are fungible within the same fiat currency. 1 US dollar is equal to and interchangeable with another US dollar, but a US dollar is not fungible or interchangeable with a euro or a ruble or a pound or a Canadian dollar. For portability, the cap goes to Bitcoin and fiat currencies. While gold has a certain level of portability, the weight of a standard gold bar at 12.4 kilograms makes it anything but portable. Fiat currencies are generally portable, but there are examples of fiat currencies being confiscated at international borders or by national governments. During my own experience as an oil and gas consultant, I remember leaving a certain West African country, and at the airport I was stopped and searched by customs officers. They weren't looking for drugs or weapons. They were looking to see if I was taking any of the national currency out of the country, which was illegal. With Bitcoin, there are recent examples of individuals leaving war-torn regions like the Ukraine, having memorized their cryptocurrency seed phrases and being able to cross checkpoints, war zones, and international borders with their cryptocurrency intact. Bitcoin is certainly portable. For verifiability, Bitcoin takes the cake. With Bitcoin's publicly readable and accessible blockchain, individuals can verify Bitcoin, its ownership, and transactions. Gold and fiat currencies have both been extensively counterfeited, but gold can be verified if you use an expensive assay process. National governments around the world are constantly updating and upgrading their fiat currencies banknotes to counter and to stay ahead of counterfeiters. With scarcity, Bitcoin and gold are the clear winners. Bitcoin is both scarce and finite. Bitcoin is programmably limited to 21 million Bitcoin. There will never be more than 21 million Bitcoin, and the last Bitcoin will not be mined until the year 2140. Gold is scarce, but every year there are new reserves of gold discovered. Fiat currency is anything but scarce. The U.S. Fed's money printing is constant. If you look at this chart from the U.S. Fed itself, you can see the exponential growth of the U.S. dollar supply. In the final category of track record, Bitcoin as the new kid on the block falls short. Gold has an incredible track record, having been used for thousands and thousands of years, and even today, many investors, myself included, keep an allocation of precious metals in their portfolios. While fiat currencies have a fairly lengthy track record, rampant money printing and inflation mars that track record. Overall, Bitcoin does quite well when measured against gold and fiat currency as a monetary good. If you're interested in learning more about this topic, I've included a link in the description below to the original Fidelity Digital Assets report and 2 other articles that draw from that same report. If you've gotten value from this video, please like, please subscribe, please leave me a comment. I'm Michael, I'm the Acadian Bitcoiner. I produce regular content on Bitcoin and crypto for Zoomers, seniors, and other beginners in the crypto space. Thank you for watching.